All right, guys, here we go. Crypto Charts Joe here, and I can't believe it finally happened. Yes, today we got Saturday. We got a daily close actually up and over our long term where this red dash line is at about 11. Let's just call it even round number at 1180. Finally got over that resistance. As you see, it was support for a little bit. Then we got under it. Couldn't get over it, so it became resistance, and then boom, support again. Got under it back on April 19th, and since then had not been able to close over that area. And yeah, we wicked over, and on this day and then yesterday, it looked like, it was promising that we're going to close over it. But they, both days obviously get sold off. So that's why we always wait for the daily candle to close before, counting any chicken, so to speak. And that's the same way if you're trading off the 4-hour, 1-hour, weekly chart, whatever. You got to wait for that candle to close, confirm, and then you can have a better idea which way the flow is going. And here we go for tomorrow. Now we're putting in 3 up candles, so we could possibly get, a red candle, a pause candle, something similar to this one here, Monday. But of course, we have to put in a green candle tomorrow. And we were also concerned about this long-term trend line going back to December of 2020, which is a pretty substantial line, very reliable, very valid. And we were hitting it. It looked like we might, possibly stay in this consolidation zone. Let me get rid of that now and trade sideways, which would put us under it. And then we would have, this long-term resistance zone to get up and over, plus, the long-term uptrend line. But because once you get under those things, it's very difficult to get back over without a lot of bull buy volume, that is. And more importantly, we're over the 20. Okay, so we'll definitely stay bullish so long as we're above. Bottom line, we'll be bullish and we'll continue to move up as long as we're above this 20 and this long-term uptrend line. And that'll be the first indicator that there's cracks in the foundation and everything's getting ready to roll over, fall down, whatever, when we start trading under, sideways through this uptrend line, and or if we start putting in red candles, closing red daily candles under that long-term uptrend line. Okay, so we're going to now, that line was previous resistance, so guess what? Once you're on top of it, it becomes support. Now, generally speaking, you do come back after you break out. You do come back in and retest that resistance line if you're coming from the bottom of it, and see if that holds support. Okay, and many times what people do when they're new to this is that they'll see it come back in and hit that line, and they'll sell, thinking it was a failed breakout. And then guess what? The next day or 2 days later, after it tests, that previous resistance line to make sure it's support, it bounces. And the reason why you get such a, accelerated move to the upside, a violent move to the upside, is that people are now chasing it. Plus the shorts that don't know what they're doing are having to buy back as it's moving out. So it's a twofold situation there, helping the long-term bulls. And then the next area that we're concerned about, or the next challenge, price challenge, is this little high pivot area up here. So we always put a red line there. That's the next thing to get over. But like I was saying the other day, from this pivot high to pivot low, and we're looking at a fib extension of $27. And if they take it to 27, they'll run it to 30. So we cleared this first step, clearing that previous resistance line. Need to come up here, come back in, make a higher low, and go. Then once we clear 14, 17, 14, 20, this area here, then we're clear to probably double from there to go to 30. Now, it won't be like probably a straight line like this unless we get some news, positive news. I think some things are going to happen on the 13th, a retest of if I can think what it was, but anyway, I'll think of it in a minute. We'll probably break out, if the retest goes real well and the site doesn't, the NFT site doesn't break down like it did last time, which was a good thing, bad thing type deal, because, it was just overwhelmed, powered by people wanting to get in. So if it goes well this time, hoping it will, then we could get a nice big, multi-dollar, per every few days breakout up to 30. But anyway, in the meantime, we'll keep you posted, keep you updated, and like always, we will see you on the charts.